Alright guys, the next breath I'm about to show you is called the bow breath. So this is the second breath. From your first breath, you start to warm up your internal organs, and now you start to use this for a bit of stretching and building of your physical resilience. So my master used to tell me that when you train this, you're not building muscles. You're not building, it's not like lifting dumbbells, right? Building your muscle. It's building the connective tissue between your joints. So there's what's called fascia. So fascia is like a web-like substance. It's not in your skin, it's not in your muscle, it's not in deep, but it's how things somehow hook together. And that's discovered actually quite recent in the medical history. Now, what my Sifu says, it actually trains that and strengthens it. What that translates to is that your body becomes much harder to get injured. It's those things that we rarely train for, but in ancient China, they do a lot of this type of training because you're building warriors and you need to train them to be able to take a knock, right? Some people are naturally gifted, they can take a knock, but others need to develop and enhance. Even if you're naturally gifted, you might want to use this to take it to that next level. And for me, I find that I rarely get physical injuries. I mean, of course, if you get hit by a hard object, you're still going to get a bruise and stuff like that. But just kind of regular knock, I can be thrown. I'm over 40, by the way. I still get thrown on a regular basis in martial art, and it's okay. I can take it. And this is what enables you to do. You'll find that if you do this consistently, you're much less likely to get injured in everyday sport. And that's going to be good for your health because it allows you to do a lot of sport without injuries. Often injuries is what set people back, and therefore they take a break and they never resume. Okay, enough of me talking, so let me show you what it is. So remember the first breath, we talked about that. The second breath is we're going to breathe in, okay? You're going to cross your hand in front of you. It doesn't matter which hand it is. Traditionally, my Sifu would say, well, if you're male, your left hand in front, so closer to your body, and right hand. If you're female, it's the other way around. Doesn't matter. I think it's just one of the things you like to make up to sound mysterious, okay? But I could be wrong. If you want to be really pedantic, okay, left hand closer to your body and right hand in front. If you're male, if you're female, right hand closer to your heart or to your body, and left hand in front. Okay, just try this 10 times. No, just kidding. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath. So I'll walk you through the sequence again. Take a deep breath in. Okay. And we're going to breathe out like you're drawing a bow, but you have your fingers, 2 fingers there, and it's kind of like this. So breathe in. Breathe in. We're going to pull. Okay, breathe in, and we do it from the left hand side first. Pull the bow. When you do this, you'll probably take a slight wider stance. Okay, you sit down a little bit longer because this is more physical. We're just warming up the body internally. Now we're warming up the muscles. We're going to breathe in. We're going to pull and breathe out. And we're going to do this breathe in, breathe out. As we breathe in, we're looking at our fingers. We're pushing, looking at our fingers, and then we look to distance. So it's a form of eye training. Don't worry too much if you find there's too much to cover because you feel like you're drinking from the fire hose. But one of the benefits of this is exercise. It's really rich. I will incorporate some of these details. If you find too much, you can't retain it, it's okay. Just watch back the video over time. You'll build it up, right? You don't have to do everything from the beginning. Even if you just do the exercise, the movement, and roughly, right, it's good enough. Once you master it, you can start to focus on detail. But when you breathe in, you cross your hand, and when you draw the arrow fingers, we call the sword fingers, I'm putting my eyes on the fingers, and as I draw away, okay, I'm looking into the distance. So this is focusing the eyeballs relaxing, focusing, relaxing. Okay, I'm training my eyes. We spend all day fixed on the tablet and computer. This will rest your eyes because it allows you to contract and learn to control your eye muscles, not just your physical muscles. Okay, so enough talking. Breathe in, and we're going to draw out. Breathe in, we're going to draw out. And so we're going to take 5 breaths. On the 5th breath, we're going to breathe all the way out, and we're going to hold. As long as you can. Once you're done holding, you're going to breathe in and hold. And then we're going to release. Then we're going to do 5 for the other side. We're going to breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Okay, 5 times. Once we do 5 times, we're going to hold our breath on the exhale. Hold our breath, hold. Then we're going to breathe in, and we're going to hold, and we're going to release. Okay. Some key final points when you do that, whenever you practice Executive Warrior Breathwork, you'll notice that consistent thing is the opposing energy, to stretch. First breath, we're stretching vertically. So when my hand goes up, I'm visualizing my body going down. When my body goes up, so when I'm closing, I'm visualizing I'm contracting. Then when I push, I'm visualizing my body is getting split in half in 2 directions, right? 2 diagonal directions in front of me. That is what we're trying to. So I'm pushing my elbow towards that direction, like pushing. But if I keep on pushing, I'll just get led that way, right? But I'm not moving because I'm pushing that way at the same time. So you're doing it actually with a bit of tension. It's not like relax, we're doing it dancing, right? Yeah. Now, you're a warrior, right? We are training to be warriors. We're not training to be ballet dancers. We don't entertain. This real stuff. We're training for battle. We're training to be strong and powerful. So there's that tension. You're almost like resisting your own movement. Your body is like tensed up, and you're pushing to make you work, right? So it's that tensing and breathe out, tensing and breathe out. There's that element in there. So just keep that in mind as we practice. Again, I'm including more detail, but in the beginning, if you're a little bit loose, that's okay. But I'm just telling you that as you progress, you want to start to visualizing that splitting energy, that contraction, that resistance in physical science, physiology science. We call that isometric type of exercise because you're kind of forming your own resistance rather than weight forming the resistance. You're providing your own resistance for your body as you move. Okay, so that's enough blabbing on. Let's get on with the second breath. So second breath, the bow breath. Okay, shoulder, feet slightly wider than your shoulder, and you're gonna sit. Again, don't need to go too low for now. Okay, ready? Breathe in, out, in, out. 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. In. Hold your breath. Out. Okay, one more. In, out. In. 4, 5. Push out. Hold your breath. In. release. Quite simple, right? Just from the sideways perspective, when you cross your arms, don't have it too close to you, not too far away. Your arms are around 45 degrees where that is, right? So it's 45 degrees, cross arm. Even this that I'm pushing forward, but my body is going backwards, right? See, in normal, it's like this. Stretching is like this, right? I'm going up, I'm pushing forward, but my body, my shoulders are actually going backwards. And that creates a contrasting energy. We call it a splitting energy in martial art, but that pushing and backwards. So just a revision of everything we learned today. Breathe in. So shoulder width slightly apart. The bow breath is training your physical resilience, power, and we're going to bend our legs slightly. We're going to take 5 breaths. So cross your hand, breathe out. Okay, breathe in. Your eyes following your sword fingers. Breathe out. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, 5 breaths, and you hold your breath. Okay, then when you can't hold anymore, breathe in, hold, 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 and breathe out. Okay, and then repeat on the other side. So let's just do one more revision. Okay, breathe in. Five. Hold your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. Do not suck it in. Breathe. Don't breathe. Breathe in. Hold your breath. And breathe out. Release. Now, when you practice this with any other breath, I want you to sense what's going on in your body, to learn to develop that heightened sensitivity. So, for example, when I do that, almost like, even though I'm in a cool room, I've got the air conditioning on, I can feel like I'm actually warming up, yeah? So I got a little bit of a sweat, I can feel like my heart's pounding, and that's normal. Feel what your body is feeling. If there's anything that don't feel right, just stop, ease back into it over time. But this is kind of heighten your sensitivity to be able to sense what's going on, allows you to master your body and to be a lot more conscious of what's going on. So this breath is the bow breath. Your homework today, practice 3 times. Just 3 times. It shouldn't take you more than 5-6 minutes. 3 times practice and let me know how you go. Okay, until I see you next time, take care, go and practice, and let me know if you've got any questions below and I'll answer them. Take care. God bless.